Okay, just a quick disclaimer. I bought myself a new headset. It's a HyperX Cloud Revolver 2 or some shit like that. It's a very good headset. It has amazing speakers. The microphone isn't amazing, but this is what I'll be using until I buy myself a proper microphone, because the one I have been using is actually my girlfriend's, and I decided, hey, I should probably give that back to her. But yeah, so this is audio quality for today's video. Alrighty, so in today's video, I've decided that I'm going to be talking about one of the most fucking traumatic experiences of my schooling life ever. So about a month and a half ago, I graduated high school. I'm completely fucking finished with it, thank God. 2 years ago, I did a class called ICG. It was basically a video game programming class. It's basically what it was. We had this teacher that we really liked, and her name was Beth. I'm gonna call her Beth. So Miss Beth was she was a lit teacher. She was cool. Everyone liked her. But she went to another school to teach after the first term had finished. So we got this bitch, and we'll call her Cancer. No, we will not. We'll call her Mildred. So Mildred walked into our class on the first day of term 2. She basically set her ground rules. She said, "My husband is the head of the BMC, so don't fuck with me." Obviously she didn't say that. She's like, "Yeah, don't be messing around in my class, because the first person I talk to after school is my husband in the car, and I'll tell him everything." The BMC is basically a behavior management center. It's where you go if you get in trouble. So this crazy bitch decided to try threaten us or persuade us by telling us she's gonna dob on us to her husband, who probably couldn't give a shit less about what happens in a classroom. So she was trying to take some control over the class. Me and her got along very fine in the first term of having her. So term 2, I got an A for that class to start off with. I was getting A's. Term 3 was a bit rocky because we had to do a group project, and me and my mate decided to pair up with a new boy, and then he fucking never showed up to any of the classes. So I was like, great. And the teacher got pissed off at us because we weren't doing double our shit because we were down a person, and I basically told her to get fucked. But then in term 4, it got bad. So my friend, shout out to Terry. So Terry was basically a little cunt in the class, and he always got buddied. Or I always got buddied, and she was such a fucking bitch. One lesson, me and Terry were standing outside the class with our bags on, waiting, even though the rest of the class had gone in, and she come out, and she goes, "Why are you just standing there with your bags on?" And then, because we assumed we were getting buddied, and we said, "Well, we're waiting to know which class we're going to because we're getting buddied, right?" And she's like, "No, you can't just assume you're getting buddied. Get inside." Oh God, I realize I've missed out a massive part of this fucking story. Okay, rewind before I continue. So basically, if you know what tape Hubba Bubba is, you'll understand this story. Terry got a packet of empty tape Hubba Bubba and got a sandwich and squished the sandwich into the tape Hubba Bubba packet and filled it with water, and then he basically got soggy bread and put it in there. Because the day before that, I got in trouble for chewing gum in class, and the teacher thought I was on my phone, and I got into a massive argument with her about it. And Terry was being cocky and was like, "Oh, I've got gum. Is Miss gonna take it?" And he gave her the gum, and she opened it, and it was fucking wet bread, and we thought it was hilarious. Anyway, she dobbed on her husband to us, and we had a bunch of teachers pulling us out of classes to ask us about it. And I said to her, as she was saying to us, "Are you getting buddied?" I said to her, "You're just wasting our time pulling us out of all of our classes." And then she got pissed off at me, and she sent me inside, and then she ended up buddying Terry. So here's where the story starts to come into place. So she buddied Terry into another class, and obviously I'm not going to sit there on my phone during class because she'll fucking take it because she's a psychopath. So I used the school's email. I emailed Terry saying basically what she was saying to me: "Oh, I'm not wasting your time, blah, 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 blah." And at the end of the email, I put something along the lines of, "She's doing my head in, I'm gonna kill the bitch." That's fucking satire. I'm not actually gonna fucking go into her house while she's sleeping and fucking beat her fucking head in, even though I want to. Because I accidentally wrote the word bitch in the email. The school obviously has a filter so you can't swear in emails. So it bumped up in the filter. The technicians read it and gone, "That's a death threat. taken it to the principal, who then took it to our school-based police officer. And one day, my sweet little ass got called into the principal's office, and I was like, ah, yes, what have I done? She said to me, did you write this email? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck, what's wrong with it? She's like, are you threatening to kill Mildred? And I was like, no, are you fucking stupid? I basically got straight up accused of attempted murder in a way. They suspended me from school immediately on the spot, but my mum was in hospital that day and my dad wasn't there, so I said to the principal, don't contact my mum because she's in hospital, she's having surgery, she's not going to be able to come out, she's not going to, fucking pick up the phone, is she? And she went, oh, okay, I won't call her. I go out, because I got pulled out of class to get suspended. I go out and got my school bag because I left that in class, and come back and she tells me that she fucking tried to contact my mum, so I lost my shit at her, got in even more trouble for that. So I ended up getting like a week-long suspension. When I got back, I wasn't allowed in the class because supposedly Mildred, being the little fucking rat she is, exaggerated the story so much to the point where she was telling everyone that she couldn't sleep at night and she was terrified for her life. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck do you think you are? Whose mans is this? What the fuck? I had to have a meeting with her during class, I think it was, and she refused to sit next to me. She made me sit at the other end of a 5-meter long table. I was having to fucking shout my answers down the hallway at this bitch. But I had to apologize to her for everything, which I had no problem with. She wouldn't look at me ever again. I was allowed in the class and she made me sit on my own and do 2 specific things. And it's funny because my mum works at the school and she can't even look at my mum in the face because she's a little fucking rat. Yeah, that's the story of the time that I almost got fucking arrested. But I do have another story about another time I almost got a SWAT team called to my high school. But that's a story for the next video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, and while you're down there, subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I am going to start streaming more on my, I have a gaming channel, but I don't upload to it, so I guess I'm going to be uploading a lot more to my Twitch. The link to that is in the description, twitch.tv/reperns. I'll see you guys in the next video.